These are notes for Module C, Unit 1, Lesson 3. The topic is the circulatory system. We actually broke this into 3 different seminars in class. I'll cover the 2 of them today. We'll look at the lymphatic system and the cardiovascular system. Your circulatory system is made up of 2 systems that work together to transport fluids and fight infection. Those systems are the lymphatic system, pictured on the left, and the cardiovascular system, pictured on the right. The lymphatic system is made up of a group of organs and tissues that collect any fluid that has leaked from the blood. That fluid is called lymph, and it leaks out of those narrow arteries and veins and capillaries. It's captured by the lymphatic system, filtered out, and then returned to your cardiovascular system. You can see in this diagram, all of the blue lines show you the vessels that the lymph travels through. You have things in your body called lymph nodes. Those are small organs that are found throughout your lymphatic system. They remove pathogens and dead cells from the lymph. So that fluid that leaks out of your blood contains dead cells, both blood cells and other cells. It also contains pathogens, viruses and bacteria that might attack your body and make it sick. You can find lymph nodes in several spots. Most commonly, you'll notice them under your jaw. Doctors will check there if they are suspicious that you might be sick, because those lymph nodes will swell when they fill with extra dead cells and white blood cells that are fighting the infection. You also have lymph nodes at the back of your neck, in your armpits, and kind of scattered throughout your body. White blood cells also mature in your lymphatic system, specifically in your tonsils, which are large parts of the lymphatic system that you possibly have had removed, and also your spleen, which is pictured right here. It's this sort of red organ behind the stomach. So your lymphatic system is important for filtering, and also it plays an important role in keeping you healthy. The cardiovascular system is responsible for transporting blood around the body. When you take a quick look at this image here, you see that there's a lot more to the cardiovascular system than what we saw pictured for the lymphatic system. The primary thing that your cardiovascular system transports is blood, which is responsible for carrying nutrients and oxygen to the cells in your body. Blood helps to remove carbon dioxide and waste from body cells, and it also helps to maintain an even body temperature. If you are cold, then your body goes through a process called vasoconstriction, where your blood vessels constrict, they get smaller, and they move closer inward to the center of your body to help keep your vital organs warm. And then if you're hot, then those same vessels expand. That's called vasodilation. They move closer to the surface of the skin so that that extra body heat can move out through your skin. Your heart is the primary organ in your cardiovascular system. It's made up of cardiac muscle, that special muscle that's found only in the heart, and it has a total of 4 chambers. The upper chambers are the left and right atrium, and then the lower chambers are the left and right ventricles. And you'll notice when you look at a picture, it seems like they're flip-flopped because we label those chambers based on where they would be in an actual human body. The heart is responsible for pumping blood throughout the body. Blood that is poor in oxygen enters through the heart and is pumped into the lungs, where it gives off those waste products, carbon dioxide, and picks up oxygen. And then it filters back into the heart, where it's pumped out to body cells. Notice that the heart sort of looks like the Valentine's heart that we would find on cards and draw pictures of, but it's not this neat shape with a pointy base like you see here. Interestingly enough, the blue whale has the largest heart of any organism living on this earth. This on the left is a replica, but you can see here in this picture the scale. Here's a human standing next to a blue whale. A blue whale's heart weighs approximately 1,300 pounds. Its heartbeat can be detected from 2 miles away, and a human can fit into its arteries. There are 4 parts to your blood. Plasma is the liquid part of blood. It's mostly water, and it makes up about 55% of blood volume. If you put blood through a centrifuge, it would separate into different layers based on density. and plasma would be on top because it's the least dense. Then white blood cells and platelets, those are cell fragments, would be in the middle. That's a smaller portion of your blood. And red blood cells are densest. They would sink to the bottom. You can see here the plasma in this bag, it has kind of a yellow color to it. Red blood cells, like I just mentioned, are the most dense part of your body. They are sort of dish-shaped. You can see that here because their job is to carry oxygen molecules. So their shape facilitates that, and it's the hemoglobin protein that actually carries the oxygen. White blood cells look like this picture, and their job is to fight foreign invaders in your blood. They'll attack virus particles and bacterial cells. And then platelets are cell fragments that group together to help form a clot if you are bleeding. There are 3 types of blood vessels. Arteries carry blood away from the heart. Artery and a way both start with the letter A. They are lined with smooth muscle to help move blood along. So you'll see here this artery, it's a pretty smooth picture, and it just pushes the blood out away from the heart and through the body. Then veins, pictured here in blue, carry blood back to the heart when it's oxygen poor. It's got waste products like carbon dioxide in it. Veins, as you can see in this picture, have valves that keep the blood moving one direction. It's often moving against gravity, back up the leg or back up the arm toward the heart. So it's important to have those valves to keep it moving. And then capillaries are microscopic blood vessels. They take blood both to and away from the heart. They're important because they connect veins and arteries together, and it's at this level where nutrients and oxygen diffuse out of the blood and carbon dioxide enters into the blood to be expelled from the body when you exhale. So every cell in your body is just one cell away from a capillary. And you can see in this picture how they branch out like a tree. Again, those are the notes on the circulatory system for Mod C, Unit 1, Lesson 3.